flag. Now you're making me mad. With 47, get that. You better get back.
It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bucs and the Niners coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The numbers for Sermon in last week's game: 15 carries, 61 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
They give to Sermon out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Rosen will throw. Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not? And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone. And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage. They're throwing it really well. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Back to throw again.
He's got it. Touchdown. From a yard out. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Sermon. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
4 yards remain for second down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Here's Braden Mann now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Brown. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? It got his man complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Great job.
A big play there. Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Let's go!
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw is Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. With it is Brown.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
It's Miller, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Slant route to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They go play action here on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And now it's Rosen looking and finding the tight end Hooper. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Sermon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Rosen. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, 49ers! Jalen Reagor, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! It's complete from 10 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows?
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Rosen's throw into the hands of Hooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And, Charles, this defense may be excited, you'd have to think, at the prospect of facing a team working on a 3-game losing streak.
But their head coach, he really kind of poured water on that in his weekly press conference, and I would say the water was cold there, partner. He told everybody, listen, everybody's a threat. We can't take our eyes off the prize for 1 minute in this league. And I know everyone watching him say it, they may not have believed it, but no one challenged him.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try and throw for it here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got him in, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Mecole Hardman.
Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lucas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Rosen to throw again.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there just before halftime. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them, because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 50. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man complete to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here, as we are back at it now on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Fine.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Drop deep, drop deep. What's going on, guys?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Rosen looking to throw. That is caught by Mims. Touchdown 49ers. Denzel Mims with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's able to find Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Back to throw again. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. Now a handoff. Sermon. Sermon with space, a first down, and then some. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Sermon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's Miller, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense...
Plenty of shouts from these crowds. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On play action, they'll throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. They've got his man, complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bucs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Rosen. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 38, Mike 38, Mike 38. Know your job.
Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. On the right side, this is Miller. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Rosen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield now, here's Rosen. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rosen. Reagor catches it left side. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Here's Rosen to throw. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And now it's Rosen looking. He'll get this right back to Reagor. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And this is Sermon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the gun, it's Rosen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Koo now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rosen will throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for it all. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. On 2nd and 10, Rosen going right side here, and that's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Rosen on 1st and 10. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
On second down, Rosen. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bucs, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up.